If you're using like a sleek crafted knife, from the late game, you can just pull it out like butter.
The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is shaping up to be one of 2020's bloodiest VR games. But it's not all just guns and gore. Developer Skydance Interactive recently invited David down to its offices in LA to find out more about the world of the game. He spoke to creative director Adam Grantham, who, it's safe to say, is pretty passionate about the new release.
Yeah, so The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is really, it's a VR exclusive Walking Dead game. You get everything that you would expect that comes with that. You have a lot of freedom, and it's really the first Walking Dead experience where you get to be you in The Walking Dead and make all the choices that you think you would make as a Walking Dead fan. To actually feel what it's like to sink the knife into the walker's head. You get to have the panic of trying to reload your gun manually. All these VR only things, getting your backpack, having to grab the items out physically, which really makes it intense. But then even within the VR world, we have something that is a fully realized game where there's all these different zones you can explore. You can explore them as you see fit. There's all these quests you can do. They're totally open-ended. You can make all the choices you want to make in them. We at this studio really wanted to push and do new things in VR. We wanted to do more than just experiences. We wanted to create a complete game, that like real gamers felt like it was something they could sink their teeth into. The Walking Dead is an established IP, but within that we had a lot of creative freedom, within our own biome of New Orleans to create our own factions and our own themes that still tie into the Walking Dead themes. But I think if you're a Walking Dead fan and you come in and play this game, you're going to feel like you're getting something that is very much Walking Dead, but also very new. As a fan of The Walking Dead would know, the real threat out there are humans. So walkers can definitely be dangerous. When they get in big groups, they can be even more dangerous, but what you really need to be scared of are humans. And as you move through the story, you'll find there's really two major factions vying for power in New Orleans. Neither group is completely evil, and neither group is good by any means. They won't shoot you on sight. It's not a game where you just go out and anytime you see a human, they're going to attack you right off the bat. But they have certain things that will make them attack you. If you try to trespass into an area that they're defending, they'll give you a warning. They'll say, get out of here. But if you try to sneak by, which oftentimes you have to get to your objective, then they'll turn on you. You really don't have a motivation to necessarily align with just like this faction or that faction and be married to either one's philosophy, but you'll run into individuals that you care about and you care about their stories. So any human in the game ever that gets killed will eventually come back as a walker if that human doesn't get killed by being brained or isn't killed afterwards. And a lot of times it creates interesting moments in the story because our quests are pretty open-ended, so you can go up to a quest giver. He'll tell you, what he needs from you, give you the reasons why he needs it. But at any point in the conversation, you could kill him if you want. And none of the quest content is free from obeying the rules of the game mechanics. So you could go up, kill a quest giver, and then that quest giver gets up as a walker and then attacks the guy next to him. For instance, the other day I had done a quest for a guy, killed his enemy that he asked me to kill for him, and then 5 minutes later I'm talking to him, and then the walker version of the enemy that he had me kill comes back and then kills the quest giver who I'd done the original killing for, and then they're both coming back as walkers and I have to kill both of them. So none of that's scripted, it's all emergent, it's all just the systems at play, and anything can happen in the game. We think a lot of Walking Dead fans have read the comics and watched the show, and there's all this, they always have this kind of water cooler talk about oh, what would I have done? What would you have done? Oh, that guy made a stupid decision, I wouldn't have done that. So this is the game where you get to see what you would do and try all the crazy things you would do. And if somebody talks trash to you, do you respond with violence, or do you just let it slide because you don't have enough bandages and food to worry about getting in a gunfight that day? The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners will be available January 23rd on Oculus Rift, Windows MR 5, and Index.